This is Adon Danny, Election Ninja here, and welcome back to Election Ninja's Lab. So yesterday was Halloween, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Well, we are, but not exactly. What am I talking about? Well, when I created my Halloween Miraculous video, which was a last-minute video, let's be honest, it kind of was rushed, I came up with a new theory. Now, obviously, we know that there's obviously going to be a whole bunch of Miraculouses eventually. And we know that most likely they're going to be some of them will be relating to the Greek Miraculouses, or the Greek Zodiac, and perhaps the Native American Zodiac, with at least one other box remaining. However, we're still uncertain exactly how many boxes there are, so I thought it might be a good idea to at least think about perhaps another miraculous box, the Halloween miraculous box. Basically, these are the dark miraculouses that are extremely dangerous, and if any of them fall into the wrong hands, they could cause catastrophe. Basically, what is the point of there being heroes if there's no real villains? Now, obviously, in the universe of the miraculous, there is ghosts and ghouls and all this jazz, but there's also fairies and aliens, obviously. However, most of what we're going to be dealing with doesn't seem like they would be as affecting as, well, obviously, other things. The miraculous have to have some reason to be there. Perhaps these miraculouses were created to contain evil kwamis. Now, obviously, Master Fu says that nobody is nasty or nice by nature. But the simple fact of the matter is that there are factors that do affect people that cause them to go down a dark path. While there's the miraculous of selflessness, which is the butterfly miraculous, but does that also mean that there's also a miraculous of selfishness? And having a miraculous box that specifically connects these to Halloween-type creatures would actually be something that would make a lot of sense. Perhaps even a Nazi could actually be a miraculous from this box. I have said before that I do think that a Nazi could definitely show up as a future miraculous. But it also could be something completely different. So it's definitely something to think about. But the question now is, what are these miraculouses? Well, what do we usually think of when we think of, well, Halloween? Ghosts, ghouls, skeletons, zombies, spiders. Things like that are common thoughts. Basically, anything creepy could very easily be in this miraculous box. Now, obviously, we know that ghosts are real in this universe, considering the fact that Master Fu specifically mentions them, well, way specifically mentions them in the comic. So the question now is, what exactly could we be seeing here? Well, obviously, there could be these miraculouses. Now, the only reason that I'm thinking that there could be these miraculouses is basically a way to counterbalance. It's kind of like how there is the miraculous of creation and the miraculous of destruction with the ladybug and black cat miraculouses, but there has to be some equivalence for almost everything. Like I said, we have the miraculous of illusion, so perhaps there is a miraculous of reality. There is probably a miraculous, like how there is a selflessness, perhaps there is a selfish miraculous. And basically, all of these miraculouses have to have some counterpart. And while some of them aren't as bad as others, they do have to, if there are some really bad ones, it would be better to keep them together, sealed away, rather or separated, sealed away, than have them be out in the open. So, will these miraculouses ever show up? Most likely not. However, it is definitely a possibility, as these could be the future villains. Perhaps Mr. Rat isn't actually someone who gets akumatized by Hawkmoth, but rather someone who finds the Rat Miraculous, the evil Rat Miraculous, meaning that Mr. Rat could actually be something completely different from what you'd expect. But I do have one other thing that I do want to mention. Speaking of Mr. Rat, since there is already a mouse miraculous, it's honestly a question of, is there going to be a Rat Miraculous, and that's going to be the reason for Mr. Rat, or will Mr. Rat actually be gaining the Mouse Miraculous? Just something to think about for the future. And if you guys think that these Halloween Miraculous could be a thing, then definitely let me know what you think down in the comments below. A few things to mention, of course, is before we conclude this video, if you liked this, please leave a like on this video. Definitely go down into the links below to check out my merch store and my books. When this video releases, the Halloween shirt should be gone, but the Thanksgiving shirt should be showing up again, so definitely check that out if you guys are interested. And of course, if you guys are new, please subscribe and ring that notification bell. And of course, if you guys have any theories, then definitely leave them down in the comments below, and make sure to use the hashtag #TheoryReview. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!